Hi, I'm David the Bruce. Steal this show where we show all the best in the public domain. And today we end our series on the Fletcher brothers' Superman, 1941 through 1943. If you didn't see the previous two episodes, please do. These are really great cartoons coming out in Technicolor in the 40s, no less. Beautiful, great animation, wonderful art, brilliant stories. You'll love them. Today we're going to show the electric earthquake, volcano, and the tear on the Midway. Really good action cartoons. A couple things that you may not have known. In the original Superman comics, Superman did not fly. Did you know that? Able to leap over a building in a single bound. You know that particular phrase? Well, he could leap, but he couldn't fly. When the Fletchers did Superman, they noticed how awkward that leaping looked, really. They suggested to National Comics, later DC Comics, if they could have Superman fly, and they said yes. So these cartoons are the first time that Superman flew. And it is the reason, and they are the reason why Superman flies today. Another interesting fact is the Lois Lane character is played by Joan Alexander. And she voices all of the Lois Lane in these Fletcher shorts. And she also voiced Lois Lane on the radio show, which ran from 1940 to 1951. She did 1,600 episodes altogether. She really was the voice of Lois Lane for such a long time. And in fact, in 1966, Filmation had her back to voice Lois Lane again in the new adventures of Superman. In 2009, she died at the grand old age of 94. So today's show is dedicated to a great voice actress, Joan Alexander. Here we go.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
And I still say Manhattan rightfully belongs to my people.
Possibly, but just what do you expect us to do about it?
You have a newspaper. Publish the truth. Have the island vacated immediately.
It's fantastic.
Why, that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Maybe modern science will make you think differently.
I've never heard anything so absurd. You know, from the look in his eyes, I'd almost believe he was in earnest. No, he's just a harmless crank.
Come ahead, Miss Lane. You wouldn't want to miss this story, I'm sure. Just a precautionary measure. Now, Miss Lane, get ready for the greatest story of your career.
Come on, Kent. Let's get out of here.
This looks like a job for Superman.
but a girl is still down there.
You know, Lois, the old island looks just as good as ever.
That's right, Clark. Thanks to Superman.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to soar higher than any plane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
On this peaceful island crowned by the great volcano Mount Mauna Kea occurred the mightiest eruption that ever shook the earth, burying the beautiful city beneath it in molten lava and creating destructive tidal waves that raced around the world. For 300 years this mighty volcano lay dormant. A new and more beautiful city sprang up at its base. But now, after centuries of inactivity, slight tremors are being felt. At the Bureau of Meteorology, a group of scientists watchfully check delicate instruments to determine the seriousness of this renewed activity. And I want you to send me some real stories. Now, here are your steamship tickets, and here are your press passes. You'll need these down there. Goodbye, good luck, and for Pete's sake, see if you two can work together for a change.
Right, Chief.
So long.
That's funny. Say, Lois, do you have my press pass?
What makes you think I've got it?
Sorry, sir, but you'll have to get one down at headquarters.
Thanks. You go on ahead, Lois, and I'll join you later. Now, what did I do with that?
Poor Clark. Too bad he lost his pass.
And from all
indications, we can expect things to start popping at any time. In order to save the city, we've decided to blast the higher rim of the crater, thereby diverting the flow of lava away from the city and into the ocean below.
Is the chief in? I'd like to see him about a press pass.
He'll be back shortly. Won't you have a seat?
Thanks.
Wait here. Hello? Hello? Send up that corridor. Hello? 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 Miss Lane?
Blast! Blast!
Look out! No, Miss Lane, this way.
Boys!
This looks like a job for Superman. How's the story coming, Lois?
Oh, fine, Clark. Too bad you weren't in on it.
Maybe I would have been if I hadn't lost my past.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet.
more powerful than a locomotive, able to soar higher than any plane, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Nuts, popcorn, get your hot roast
All right, folks, only a dime. 1/10 of a dollar. You're just about to witness the most amazing sample of Texicolian art the world has ever seen.
Sorry, old fellow.
Fine thing. Ace newspaper woman scares monkeys.
Ace newspaper woman reviews circus. What an assignment.
Yeah, too bad, Lois. Looks like a great night for a murder or fire or something.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up and
That's
get
your cue, Lois.
folks. The
See you
show's
later.
about
See
to
you.
start. Only a few minutes before the performance begins. Oh, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Get going, Joe. Let's see what's cooking. This is a job for Superman. Lucky Lois. Always gets her story.
And luckily, she lives to write it.
Thanks to Superman,